What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Money Ening. Welcome to my channel. King said so, and if King said it, and it must be true because I always bring the receipts and I'm well researched. If you want a channel that is basing its opinion on facts, you are in the right place. You are at home. Hit the subscribe button and leave a like on for me so that other people can enjoy the same content that you are enjoying. Okay, on Sundays, we're speaking about Africa. It's African news, speaking about the things that are happening in our neighboring African countries and at Africa at large. Why? So that you must not be ignorant as to what is happening in Africa to the same people like yours, the mother people, the motherland people. So, to start to start off with, I want to speak about the African peace mission, meaning Africa sending some delegates from Senegal, South Africa, Zambia, and Egypt, and so on, to go and speak to Russia and Ukraine presidents to say, listen, gentlemen, you don't need to fight. Can't you find a solution over the desk through negotiation and not through the barrel of a gun or a bazooka? And South African delegates and the South African security forces were stuck in Poland for 24 hours, and the Poland government refusing to let them deboard their plane, and they stayed in the plane for 24 hours. I think as I'm recording this video, they were still in some hotel close there at the airport, and they could not leave. And our president has already left Ukraine and is now in Russia, and we find ourselves in a situation where we don't know if really our president is safe or what, because Poland is a strong ally of Ukraine, and they were very angry as the stance that South Africa were taking. So I think out of spite and out of racism, they showed us that they don't care about us. And what made me angry is that the South African and the delegates that were sent from Africa, they did not stop their mission and say, listen, Poland, you are not going to bully us, and stop everything and send its all powerful armies to Ukraine. And that's why we are always preaching for one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. Because in this type of situation is where Africans need to stand together and say, why are you keeping this media and security personnel hostage for 24 hours for no reason? Saying that their papers are not in order, they brought too much weapons and stuff like that. They're just rubbish. But anyway, I did cover that on another video. Please go and check out other videos on the channel. Let's also speak of the Ugandan police. Say that at least 25 people have been killed in a suspended rebel attack on a school near Congo border. My goodness, you guys! And when I read this, I was like, did they kill school children, or what is going on here? The police said in a statement Saturday that the Allied Democratic Forces carried out an attack late Friday night on a school in the border of the town. Because I don't understand. They carried the attack on a school, they killed 25 students or 25 people who stay around the school. This is pure rubbish what is happening in Uganda. Uganda and Congo need to fix their issues there. On a lighter note, sport, we have a lady from Kenya who broke two world records in the space of 2 months, I think, and she got a lot of money. And those Ethiopian records, Dibaba's record, I think in the 3,000 meters, and it was very interesting to see this lady breaking those two world records. Her name is Faith. Her name is Faith. Faith did very well, and she said she will be finally able to buy her father the dream house that she has always promised. What a wonderful, heartwarming story, but the record stays in Africa. The record was in Africa from the Ethiopian ladies. Ethiopians don't play around. Ethiopians and Kenyans don't play around when it comes to running. So big up to her. We congratulate her on her achievement. Um, and then I think this is in Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, the fees to be paid by the future presidential candidates moves from $1,000 to $20,000. You know, this is crazy. The ruling party just decided this is going to happen. Why is it? Why are you trying to eliminate other people that don't have the amount of money? $20,000. That's crazy. That's crazy. The opposition party is fighting against this. Say this thing was 1,000. Why was it inflated to 20,000? That is what is happening in Zimbabwe. It's crazy. Um, and also in Kenya, if we go back to Kenya, more than a dozen Kenya opposition lawmakers walked out of parliament to protest against the government process finance bill that would hike tax, fuel, and housing prices. My goodness, what is wrong with the government that is killing its own people like this, with this hike, food hike, petrol hike, housing hike? We know we're not paying the same as we used to pay anymore. Everything changes and doubles every year. It's crazy. And if we speak about South Sudan, we know that their war is now going for 3 years. The people are suffering in South Sudan, guys. They are saying, please, guys, help us. If you can provide food aid and everything. And for us who don't know actually what to do, the best you can do is to pray for that situation in South Sudan, guys. People are dying like dogs. People are dying like dogs. I covered it on my last episode of African News last week. Every Sunday we are doing this. Please go and check it out if you didn't check it out. And it's very sad what is happening in South Sudan. The people are saying they have no medical care and no food. You know, they're just suffering and living in fear. It's not nice, guys. Just because me and you are in our houses, comfy, it does not mean that we can at least share the awareness of what is happening in Sudan, and share a little bit of prayer so that the God can help them. The gods of Africa can hear their cry. Very important story there to cover, guys. And another sad story in Nigeria. On Wednesday, the 12th of June, the death toll from the disaster in Nigeria North Central Kwara State boat capsized rose to 106 people. And the rescue team is unfortunately or fortunately still trying to search for more survivors, of which more than half of the victims come from the one village of Ibu, the village of Ibu. Imagine they've got more than 50 plus people dead from the same village. That's crazy. That's crazy news, guys. Um, Another story in Cameroon. Cameroon is doing something that I like. Cameroon is doing for something that I stand for. So in Cameroon, the media regulator threatens on Tuesday to suspend distributors of television channels, particularly foreign ones that broadcast scenes of homosexuality in the country, that pushes same-sex relations. Hey guys, you Cameroon. I will love you, Cameroon. Cameroon, this what you are doing is the right thing. Do not allow these people, especially the foreign broadcasters, to come into our beautiful land, Africa, and broadcast nonsense on the TV. I fully stand for this one. I'm voting for Cameroon about this one. Okay, if you didn't watch the other video that I posted in South Africa, the ruling party has passed a national health insurance bill in parliament, meaning that South Africa very soon, if this bill is signed by the president, the 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 South African citizens and the legal citizens will be having private and hospital health care for free. Yes, you heard me right. You can go to a private hospital and you can get an operation and whatever medical emergency medical treatment that you need, all for free, and the government will carry the bill. If you want to watch more of that, or you want to understand what is this NHI bill, go to my other channel that I posted that speaks about exactly that. So that's very beautiful. And in Zimbabwe, what happened is that 39 opponents were charged on Monday in Zimbabwe for allegedly demolishing of the office of the party that has been in power since 1980. That's the problem. ZANU-PF has been in power for uh, since 1980. How is that even possible? How many years is that? 43 years? One party in power. It's rubbish. That's the sickness that we have in South Africa. It's a big sickness. Not in South Africa, excuse me. In Africa, where parties don't want to relinquish their power. No, no, it's time to go. Even for the ANC, it's time to go. You're not changing our lives. Since 1980, one party till today. That's madness. Tell me, which country are you watching me from, and what is the record in Africa? I'm sure the record is something like 60 or 80 years of one party, same political party ruling the same country since independence till today. Pure rubbish. Okay, and again, if you look at the news in Libya, um, guys, Libya is one of the most racist country in Africa. Those Libyans people see themselves as not Africans. They treat our brothers, our black brothers, as if they are rubbish. So what happens is that the United Nations mission of support in Libya expresses its concern on Monday at the detention of the migrants and asylum seekers, calling on Libya authorities to treat them with dignity. Saying, treat our people with dignity. People are fleeing their country, passing in Libya to go to Europe, whatever they are doing there. Treat these people with dignity. The way they kill them, the way they will just let them sit in rows and queues until they die. They will put them in small spaces and they will suffocate and die. Libya, we are watching you. What you are doing to our fellow African brothers and sisters, we don't like it. Change your thoughts, Libya. Don't see yourself as better. Libyans, stop this nonsense that you are doing. We are human. We are all Africans. We are all looking for greener pastures. Do not, Libya, treat your fellow African brothers as if they are animals, because your day will come. Libyans, I'm warning you, this has been going on for many years. Many, many years. In fact, there's a song where I have a line about this specific thing that I did. I recorded, I think, 4 or 5 years ago. So, Libya, I'm warning you. I'm warning you, Libya. Stop this nonsense. It's your boy King053, Mr. Easy Money. That was our session of African news. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got something new. Tell me, what do you think? Do you like this African news coverage that I'm doing? And leave your thoughts on the comment section. Leave a like. If you're new on the channel, please consider to subscribe. I need to hit that 5,000 subscriber, take it out of the way so that we can move on to getting guests. I said when we reach close to 10,000 subscribers, I'll be getting guests and moving into the studio. I think next week maybe you guys might see a video where I'm in the big studio. It's your boy King053. King Said So, a channel that works on research that is backed by facts. Until next time, I salute you, and please don't forget to pray.
At White Knot Technologies, we specialize in bags, embroidery, branded wear, and screen printing. We provide the finest quality for affordable price and fast turnaround time. We make sure you'll be satisfied with your order. Visit us at 18 Fisher Avenue, Epping.